Dreams were not private. They were messages. Messages from God, from demons, from the stars, from the hidden world that surrounded everyone. In the Middle Ages, people believed that what you saw while sleeping could reveal truth. Not just personal truth, cosmic truth, divine truth. A nightmare was not just a bad dream, it could be a warning, a prophecy, a sign of sin. A pleasant dream could be equally significant. It could promise favor, blessing, a glimpse of the future. Medieval people did not separate dreams from reality. The boundary between sleep and waking was thin. A dream could guide decisions, warn of danger, or expose guilt. People kept dream journals, though not like ours. Monks wrote visions they believed were sent by God. Farmers remembered signs that could protect their crops or their families. Kings paid attention to dreams of conquest or betrayal. Every symbol mattered. A snake could mean deceit, a falling star could mean death, a sudden flood could mean divine anger. There were experts, known as dream interpreters. They studied patterns, symbols, and the stars. They consulted holy texts and ancient writings. Aristotle, Galen, and the Bible guided interpretations. But dreams could also be dangerous. A dream that went ignored could invite misfortune. A misunderstood dream could bring disaster. People believed that demons could send false dreams. They whispered in sleep, trying to corrupt the soul. A vivid, terrifying dream was not always a warning. It could be a test or a trap. Sleep itself was treated with caution. People avoided sleeping in certain positions. They used amulets, prayers, and charms to protect themselves while asleep. A bed could be a battlefield between good and evil. Women were believed to be more susceptible to dreams. Their imagination was considered fertile ground for divine or demonic messages. Pregnant women's dreams were especially significant. They could predict the health of the child or the mother's fate. Children's dreams were seen as prophetic too, but they were harder to interpret. The innocent mind could see visions, but could not always understand them. Dreams were connected to the body. Illness could produce strange visions. Fever dreams were often messages from God or demons. A sick person's visions could foretell death, illness, or recovery. Even everyday events could appear in dreams with hidden meaning. A crow outside the window, a stranger at the door, water flowing in the street. Every detail could be symbolic. Sleep was not a time of rest, it was a time of revelation. A thin veil separated the mundane world from the divine, and dreams were the bridge. People took dreams seriously. They adjusted their actions based on them. They prayed for guidance, fasted, or gave alms to ensure good dreams. They confessed sins to avoid nightmares. They sought advice from the wise and the holy to understand visions. Dreams were feared as much as they were revered. A dream could foretell joy or suffering. It could warn of betrayal, disaster, or death. Ignoring them was dangerous. Heeding them could change a life. Not all dreams were welcome. Nightmares terrified people as much as they instructed. A vivid dream of blood, fire, or falling could haunt someone for days. Many believed that such dreams were sent by demons, testing the soul or punishing sins. A person who ignored them risked moral corruption or physical misfortune. Dream interpreters were called upon to unravel these visions. They were often monks, astrologers, or scholars trained in the secret language of symbols. A crow could signify deceit. A broken wheel might warn of a death or misfortune. Water overflowing a street could foretell illness, plague, or divine anger. Even mundane objects took on meaning. Every element, no matter how small, was significant. Astrology guided interpretations. The position of the moon, stars, and planets during sleep could amplify or alter the meaning of dreams. A dream seen under a waxing moon could be favorable. Under a waning moon, the same dream might be ominous. The alignment of the stars told whether the message was from God, a demon, or a neutral warning. Religious context dominated dream interpretation. Good dreams were seen as blessings, sent by God to guide, comfort, or instruct. Bad dreams were often seen as warnings of sin or impending misfortune. Confession, prayer, fasting, and almsgiving were ways to influence dreams, to secure guidance or avert punishment. People believed that a pure soul would receive clear, meaningful dreams. Impure thoughts or secret sins could invite chaos, confusion, or deception while asleep. Children and women were considered especially sensitive to dreams. The imagination was seen as fertile ground for divine or demonic messages. Pregnant women's dreams were thought to reveal the future of their unborn child. A young child's visions could be prophetic, but difficult to interpret, as innocence made understanding complex. Sleep and dreaming were entwined with daily morality, behavior, and spiritual vigilance. The body itself influenced dreams. Fever, illness, hunger, and exhaustion could produce vivid or terrifying visions. A sick person's dreams were seen as messages, warnings of death, illness, or even miraculous recovery. Pain, fever, or sleepless nights were intertwined with spiritual lessons. No sensation was meaningless. No dream was random. Some dreams became public matters. Royal courts and noble households paid close attention to visions. A king might make decisions based on a dream about war, betrayal, or fortune. A general could be warned of an ambush. A ruler could change policy or postpone campaigns based on a single vision seen in sleep. The stakes of dreams extended beyond the individual. They could shape politics, history, and the lives of many. But dreams could also be deceptive. False visions were believed to be sent by demons, designed to confuse or lead people into sin. A vivid dream could be interpreted in many ways, and a misinterpretation might bring catastrophe. This is why the learned, the holy, and the skilled interpreters were so highly respected. Their ability to discern divine guidance from demonic trickery could protect lives or ruin them. Protective measures surrounded sleep. People used charms, amulets, and prayers to guard against harmful dreams. Certain sleeping positions were believed to attract or repel visions. A bed was more than a place of rest. It was a stage for spiritual encounter. Every night, the conscious and the unconscious met in fragile balance. Dreams influenced daily life. People adjusted behavior to honor visions. They prayed more. They confessed sins. They made offerings to ensure guidance. They shared dreams with neighbors, clergy, or experts to decode their significance. Ignoring a vision could invite misfortune. Following one could change fate. Over time, patterns emerged. Recurring dreams were particularly important. A dream repeated night after night indicated urgency. It was a call for action, a warning that could not be ignored. Some believed that divine messages often came in repetition. The faithful who paid attention could avert disasters, prevent illness, or protect family and property. Dreams blurred the line between reality and imagination. The medieval mind did not separate the two. A dream could guide waking decisions, influence moral choices, and shape political events. Prophecies, visions, and personal dreams were treated with equal seriousness. The sleeping mind was a bridge between the mundane and the divine. And yet, fear was always present. The line between divine inspiration and demonic deception was thin. A misinterpreted dream could lead to punishment, accusation, or death. To dream carelessly, to ignore visions, or to dismiss their meaning was dangerous. Every night, every sleep carried uncertainty. Every dream could change a life. People lived in constant awareness of the power of dreams. The sleeping mind was sacred. The waking world was influenced by what happened in sleep. From the peasant to the king, no one was immune. Dreams were guidance, warning, judgment, and prophecy. The Middle Ages did not see dreams as fantasy. They were as real as any spoken word, any visible sign, any physical pain. To dream was to participate in a hidden world, to glimpse forces beyond human control. To understand dreams was to understand life, faith, and the will of God. And so, every night, people closed their eyes with caution, with prayer, with fear, with hope. Because in the dark, in sleep, the boundaries between the earthly and the divine disappeared, and what they saw could change everything.